Good morning, and this is another wonderful day in Zamboanga. After our stint in Sabah, we are most likely very proud to say that we brought forth again another achievement for the sake of the poor. I'd like to inform the world once again that we were able to stop the war. We were able to do something to be able to block the anomalous actions they had been doing for many, many, many years. As for me, I tried to be more persevering, to be more persuasive in trying to tell our leaders to stop the war. As you all know, that I started my mission in August 26, 2010, putting really a very concrete, tangible process to be able to achieve our mission. On that day, I was able to make a structural plan. That's why I called it a framework structure, which they derived the framework agreement. Just imagine how they steal, how they follow, how they tried to get whatever movement that I have, putting an infiltrator, even ready to stab me at the back. Just imagine sleeping with them, but with the knowledge that I know they are snakes ready to bite me. But I hold my composure. I hold my pains of really confronting them that, hey, I have a traitor in my home. But because I want to find solid evidences, I hang on until such a day that the truth exploded throughout the world. That indeed we are going to come out now into the open. So from then onward, we have a proper documentations from August up to now, this year and onward. We know that we will be more successful because this time, as we say, I have three things in my hands. God is my armor, truth is my banner, and justice is my way to achieve our goal. Upon coming home from Sabah, I was able to meet the president of the Coalition for Reform, Jaime Sartu, and the vice president for administration, Rodi Lamco. I have given them the mandate, we signed a mandate to them, that we need a group, gifted, talented, highly intellectual people, but with a heart for the poor. With them, the sisters, the in-zone sisters, who were with me right from the start, through thick and thin, through tears. Every day and every night, they kneel down before the eyes of God to safeguard the Queen. As you all know, from the time that I have traveled Mindanao, I have already experienced a lot of horrible pains, but I continued on and on. As of now, the proper documentations that I have written in the book, and that is already in the hands of top leaders of the world, because humble it may be, I may not be an English expert, but I was able to express what we want and what we need in this country. Right now, that book becomes a viral also. How could they find it? How could they steal it? And how could they call us to be able to have that dominion over us? But thanks be to God, we always survive. the provocations that you have been doing on us. So just remember, me and the Raja were together in September 9, 2009. We got married in September 29, 2009, and that is legal, that is valid. The Office of the Muslim Affairs can witness to that, and yet many of you tried to file a case against me because I am illegal wife. No, you are wrong. I am the legitimate wife of the Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo. That is why I am the queen. I keep on saying you that. I will not blemish my name and do something that is not right because I was trained, I was brought forth in the premise of what is right and what is true. The year following, in 2010, as I said, we had the code 999. That's why the code 666, I was with you, Your Royal Highness, Sultan Tiburcio Villamor Tagian Taliano IV, you have already in your hands a lot of documentations that would prove that the source of origin is the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo. And yet you told the entire world, and you told all the spiritual people, especially Lolo Ogo, and the rest of those that coming to you, that you are just assigning the accounts to us. I'm sorry. I would like to verify this further to you. We are the holder of that for the sake of the people. We are the source of origin. All those accounts that you are in your hands now, that has been used by the president, the former president of the Philippines, FM, is from the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo. That's why in 10-10-10, I really restored and put into the world through media, Trimedia, and YouTube, that there is such a person by the name Raja Muhammad Kamar Mamaya son Abdul Rajak, the grandson of Tunku Abdul Rahman, Putra al-Hajj, known as Husin Kamaluddin, and the grandson also of the owner of this land, Hassan Pasang, Sharif Hassan, Jamalul Alam, the one who signed the British Chartered North Borneo in January 22, 1878. In October 20, 2010, I initiated the Blood Compact, represented by all the armed groups, the NPA, the MILF, the MNLF, the Abu Sayyaf, was then together with the queen that we installed, Queen Muniera Pindaton, the daughter of Dato Salipada Pindaton. With that, we tried to help Mindanao. And through her, we know that she was given a very good comments by Professor Miswari that if not for Makilling, Sultan Mamay will never come out. Because the drive to block him in all sides, utilizing even his own brother, Al-Nashir bin Abdul Ghaffar, Nas, it's over. You have been used terribly by the UMNO, United Malay National Organization of Sabah. Together with your wife, you have received enormous amount of payoff, and now you are still continuously being used together with Rajis Hamidon. And now you used your Sultan, Salim Abu Bakar, presented to the government of the Philippines, to the UMNO, and to the Sabah government, and to the Kuala Lumpur. That's why in September and in October 15, rather, 2012, you signed the framework agreement because, again, you manipulated the law. After the 10-10-10, after the so-called Blood Compact, we continue trying to make alliance even with General Pavilion of the MNLF special batch, but we withdrawn our support after all the harassment, mental, physical, and the threats, grave threats that he thrown to us together with his people, maligning my own moral conviction and the Sultan. General Pavilion, you had been utilizing a lot of documents in support of Murad, in support of Miss Wari, in support of Muhammad Fuad, and now with his Kirams. Your men are also on the loose because you have your alliance with the military and with former General Danilo Lim. I have your documents with me. I can prove them. And it is in our book. So for me, I've been trying to guide you. But you tried to steal the power that belongs to the Sultan of Sulu. That's why you become also a sultan, together with Merli, a sultana. And that company that you have, the Sultanate organizations, which you brought to Malaysia in Sabah, there's no such a thing because I can verify even to their own government, to the agency, the BIR, they call there is no such record that you are dealing with another company utilizing the 500 billions accounts that you have. Now you had been trying to destroy us because I sent you to go to Edita Ibarita, now called Princess Fatima Abubakar, who is now the custodian of the vaults of Lazaro Timanay. Remember that? Remember how I trusted you so much to go to Lolo Ogo, Rolly Casino, and to his partner, Uncle Ben, Perma Usman, and all those, Nadia Apollo, the trustee of Mamay from the time that he came to Manila, with Art Sampana, with Chona Macapagal and Tito Joe. I know what you have done. And now the media trying to feast because you are trying to support again another sultan, trying to call my people that the true sultan is Abdel Nasser Bataraza. You can name all your sultan. For God's sake, you will never come out because you had been trying to deny the truth and trying to do something just because for your own self-gratifications. See my documents, that the blood compact, you use it also. Marvick Leonen, stamp it. The office of the DOJ, Laila de Lima, has it. Office of the Vice President, Jojo Binay, stamp it. In the office of the President, stamp it. And it's part of the book, and it is legal, and it is binded. Because the implementer is Sultan Pandala Pasandalan, the administrator of the Eye of the Oil, known to all the world, to the King of Saudi. And yet, you continue denying us our rights. But now I am also the administrator of that after Sultan Pandala died physically, endorsing it to his daughter, to his son, Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, now the legitimate Sultan of Maguindanao, who owns administrator also of the Eye of the Oil, together with me and the King Mamay. After that, in 1111, how you blocked me, how you tried to stop me. But in 1111, when I declared the Dragon Age, the opening of the business development in Mindanao, and the stop of wars, even our grand ancestor, the Emperor of China, Emperor Qianlong, manifested and went inside into the body of Kier Labong. I have the proof of that, and you know that. I was in front of all those forces, and Sharif Muhammad Abubakar came together with my cousin, Salvacion Torino, and some others, just to attend that. But I would like also to reveal with you that that video that I have is also used by Jonathan Pined Lumawan, who claimed also another sultan in support of these people trying to steal again what we are trying to do, our movement. They patterned all our documents this stole, just get the letterhead and change the sultanate of whatever they want. So all the sultans, datos, they tried to poison their minds to go against us, telling that we are fake because their queen is more beautiful than the queen that they have. Woe to you, lawyers, Attorney Sugilon, because you have a queen like, because they are more with golds all over their bodies. But you can just imagine. Every single centavo that I have, I use it for the mission, not for my own vanity, because I know the government will not help me at all. That's why up to now, no single cent has been given to us to proceed to be successful in this because of their own interest also. In 12-12-12, I declared, and I went to the grave of Sultan Pandala Pasandaran. There I was able to prove to the world why they signed an agreement, the framework, because of the same thing. They want to control the oil field. Sad to say, it's not in your hands, it's with me. I am the queen that has been given the authority to administer together with the king the oil field of Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan, up to Sabah. So therefore, you did not succeed in Mindanao, in Maguindanao, in staging wars because I was ready to block you, making an alliance even to the military installations that I have my men trying to protect the rights of the poor and the rights of the loose combatants, illiterate combatants, because you always promise them of money, money, money. In exchange for their support to you, you tried to mislead them, tried your own self to go further. That's why you even made this standoff to Sabah. I have properly documented the money that you have been giving to Al Nasher, to Madslan, to Rajis Hamidon, to Karim Abubakar, that you are really producing all over the world his picture together with Murad, together with Najib, together with the president of this country. Now, where are you going to go through? That's why I told you God is guiding me. That's why I was so happy when Sensei Nasty Louise asked me, how did I do it? I simply answered, because there is someone behind me, and that is God. The inspiration of the divine intervention is with me to be able to save the poor. Now I am back to Zamboanga. That's why I do this recording again together with them. It's time to surrender to the truth because justice shall be served. We have now with us the rectificatory form of movement. I have with us the coalition for reform with the President Jaime Zarto and Vice President for Administration Rodi Lanco. He knows and they know that what we want is to save this country from a shameful acts throughout the world. You had been allied with the wrong sultan. I have seen in your movement through the Trimedia, Facebook, YouTube, supporting all these sultans, a lot of sultans claiming that they are the true ones. From now onwards, the Coalition for Reforms will gather them, not the 490, because the 490 is biased, because the law firm that handles them is Greggy Araneta, the son-in-law of the former president, and attorney Charlie Serapio. That's why they are holding their office at the 490 under the advice of Secretary Ochoa. And all of them are trying to manipulate the money of the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo. I have another thing to explode into the world that Lazaro Timanaay, according to the NBIs, according to those people that handling the case, Lazaro is alive. So therefore, bring him up. Why should you have to hide the truth? I will catch you then also, because that money belongs to the poor. Lazaro Timanaay is the trustee of Sultan Julas Pikiram. Sultan Julas Pikiram is also presented in the life of Ferdinand Marcos. That's why, Bongbong, we know your game. It's over. I've been with you. I've been giving you such documents. I don't fight you, but I fight the lies that is behind you and the clan. I entered into this kind of life with the knowledge that I can do this, save the poor. That is why now, upon coming back, upon talking to our chief negotiator, Anwar bin Abdulaziz, I know his game too, because he is a man, he is a businessman who wants also to achieve his goal. But he was in alliance also with the people that are trying to negate us, to destroy us. That is why I have found in Malaysia, Brother Danilo Largo, thank you for bringing my spiritual father, Sultan Kasimuddin Jamalul Alam, the third in Singapore. Now, sad to say also, Jupiter Lee is trying to cry now because his property in Malaysia is about to be mortgaged because you cannot get the money. Attorney Sugilon, I am bold enough to tell you, I may not be the queen that you like, but thank you for telling to the whole world that you have a queen, but now they are part of the standoff. So you have to fight for that. I feel the depression into my heart because I come to you. But yet, because of money, because I have no money to pay you. Attorney Willie Cristal, you know right from the start, in September, after 2 weeks, you know that it was downloaded to you, the confidential file of Pentagon. Why are you still silent? Come out now. Call the President of the United States that, hey, I have these documents with me that can prove that Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo is indeed Raja Muhammad Kamar Mamay Hassan Abdul Rajab. That is why I question the Balikatan who gives you the authority, because I'm sure there is always a Sultan of Sulu signing with you upon your entrance into this territory, who gives you then the authority. Why are you here? Because of something. You're trying to find our oil, our golds, our diamonds. Because of that, you tried to sabotage economically the territory of Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan, and Sabah. And now, as we say, it is over. It is our time. The time of the Queen of the Poor, the Queen of the Federal Republic of the Philippines, is to stand out, not to stand up for the sake of this country to be great again. I call all the Marcoses because, as we know, the global marshals, the H world, we can be together. But I want you to know that the Alpha Omega, the source of origin, is given to me by Putri Turun Lawan Dumaga, also known as Princess Nazaria of Basilan, the wife of Sultan Jamalul Kiram II, who has given me the mandate when I was in Labuan in March 23, 2013. So for me, time is time. Christendom of the entire world, join me in celebration this Easter Sunday. Christian and Muslim, no more wars. The representation of me and Mamay is substantial enough to tell you that we want peace, prosperity in this land. the Lupasug United Kingdom, Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo, is reborn with me, with Sultan Mamay. And now the Deputy Sultan is the true blood of the Abubakars. That's why you have been bringing Abubakars, the scammers, the financials of all this all over the globe. Committee 300, the Dizarong, the Bedford, Dato Sahari, I challenge you once and for all. Are you with me or not with me? But since you did not answer right away, you are not with me. That's why I inform the government of Sabah. We are not part of you because we do not want to deal with you. And now I am with Dato Anwar bin Abdulaziz, who brought my documents, my mandate, even to Tun Mahathir, to the ICJ groups. So this is what we want. Dato Anwar, please come to Manila by next week because you are going to go through the process in alliance with the Coalition for Reform, with President Jim Sarto, and with Vice President for Administration Rodi Lamco. I am arranging already properly with the government of Sabah through the High Court. I am on the protocol of diplomatic channel. But since the rectificatory form of movement is also called rectificatory justice movement, rightings the wrongs. Whoever challenges me for this, come out. Because what we need has nothing hidden in their closets. If you are with me, you are morally equipped, physically, psychologically, and spiritually, with moral conviction, spiritual commitment, then join me. Because I am the queen that can battle any one of you. Because I love the poor and I hold the truth. That's why I want justice to be served in this country through the movement that we have. I congratulate the founder of the National Liberation Front because through him, I was able to find the strength that needed to embrace the poor illiterate combatants being killed, being brought to Sabah without any knowledge at all that they are there just to be put as a bait so that the people will know that there is war. Those people liable, please come now, surrender. All the princesses, all the queens that have surfaced, I challenge you. I may not be the queen that you like, but I am the queen because I am blessed by God. Good morning. Thank you.